So let's get to what happened yesterday. So we've talked about for 2 weeks how the president and the Trump administration cannot cave in Minneapolis. There's no way back here. You cannot cave. If you cave, you lose. You lose the midterms, you lose the base, you lose your argument, you lose everything. And we told you that as this got tougher, that the rhino, feckless, spineless, do-nothing Republicans would start whining and squealing like pigs. That's exactly what happened. So yesterday and Sunday, they're all whining to Trump. They're all sending him text. They're all afraid. They're all saying it's untenable. It's unsustainable. And so I have no problem with the president sending Tom Homan there. Then he talks to Walz and they have a nice conversation and he's going to scale it back. And he got rid of Bavino and Noam can't go there and Lewandowski can't go. And they're going to scale it down and they're going to cooperate and play nice. Basically, you've got the Democrats saying, we're going to defund ICE and get rid of the organization. When we're done with this, there will be no ICE. It will not exist anymore because we can't have our vote base, our corrupt money base, our army, our flash mobs. We can't have them being deported. So we have to protect them. We have to protect our base. So that's why we have these mobs. So basically, and Mike, if you get an opportunity, just find a picture. You can put it up on screen of the mobs in Minneapolis, whether it's around the Hampton Inn, whether it's around ICE agents. The mobs win. If you let the mobs win, which is the path we're going down now in the next 72 hours, if you let the mobs win, we're done. You'll never get anybody out. Every time you go to a city, the left, the Soros, the communists, they'll ratchet up the flash mobs. They'll spend more money. They never back down. They never cave. The mobs will come and ICE will go away until nobody's deported. Because they got their 20 million here, folks. They got them here. They don't need anybody else. They just need the 20 million to stay. And so the hand-wringing and the cowardice of these Republicans is worse than I ever thought it would be in my life. I always said it was bad. This is the worst. Even you got Newt Gingrich saying, oh, this doesn't look good. I don't like the tone. What tone? You're attacking federal officers. What tone are you talking about? You're throwing bottles at them. You're breaking windows in their hotel rooms. What the hell tone are you talking about? I don't like the tone. Oh, really, Newt? Better off you just go away. All of you just go away. But they're all afraid. Anybody that's up for election is scared to death. They're afraid of the mobs. The mobs are winning. Trump, if he backs down, and that's where it appears to be. Look at these mobs. Right on screen here. If Trump backs away here, and it appears he's doing that, I don't know, where do you go? You'll never get him out. You'll never get him out of any city. If they go somewhere, they'll go to Maine. They'll have him in Maine. They go to Baltimore, they'll have him there. Only city they can't do it in is here because he'll invoke home rule. Washington, D.C., that's it. Go to Chicago, go to New York, they'll do it there. Go to any major city, they'll do it. Trump says, I'm going to go to Congress and try to get rid of the sanctuary city. You and what army? You're not going to get rid of the sanctuary city. You're worrying about sending an armada to Iran, and you can't even, we can't even stand firm in Minneapolis. Now, the mobs are running the country now. I don't know. How are you going to get the base to turn out? Let's turn out for Republicans so that we can let mobs win in Minneapolis. Let's turn out for Republicans so we can arrest nobody. Let's turn out for Republicans so we can do absolutely jack crap. Oh, but we got the one big, beautiful bill. We got that. Got a great economy. Thank you. It's not going to turn them out. It's not going to turn out your base. Oh, I had a nice conversation with Walz. I had a nice conversation with Mondami. I have nice conversation. What's he going to do? Say tomorrow I had a nice conversation with the Ayatollah? I don't care about your nice conversation. The guy is dumb as a box of freaking rocks, and you're turning him into a leader of the Democratic Party. And there's no chess game here. So don't be texting me about, he's playing three-dimensional chess. I don't want a nice conversation with Walz. I don't want a nice conversation with Frey. I want him arrested. I want for once us to just stand up for something. One time. And not let the left and the communists run us over like they're doing in Virginia. There is nobody covering what is going on in Virginia. I don't have time. I'm in 20 states or something. I don't have time to just focus on a state. And even if I did, I don't have the Richmond Times-Dispatch. They don't even publish anything. They're a joke. Virginia Pilot's a joke. Washington Post doesn't even cover it. This is what they do when they get in charge. They don't care. You honestly think they're going to keep the filibuster if they get control of the Senate? Just had a sip of my 1775 coffee. It's really good. Hang on. Beyond the pale, so good. Go to 1775coffee.com. Promo code Godzilla, 10% off. It is the coffee to have. Absolutely fantastic. I just want to ask you a question. Where do we go from here? The Democrats now smell blood. The Democrats now have turned this guy into a martyr. Oh, they're crying on television. The Timberwolves are having a moment of silence. The hockey team, the minor league hockey team is having a moment of silence. They're all having moments of silence for Alex. Did he have a moment of silence for Riley, for Miss Riley? Did he have a moment of silence for any young lady that was raped and killed by an illegal? Any moment of silence for that? No. See, that doesn't matter. That's just collateral damage for the greater good. Too bad she got raped and murdered. That doesn't matter. But when this guy does, waving a gun around, they all cry. This is all staged. They put him in this position. And yet instead of standing firm, we're backing down. ICE is doing their job. Oh, Bavino, he doesn't have the training. Oh, Christie, no. Oh, Corley Lewandowski. Let's bring Homan up to negotiate a surrender. That's what's going on. Let's bring Tom Homan in to negotiate a surrender. They're going to surrender the city, just like they surrendered Seattle. They surrendered Portland. They're going to surrender the city of the mobs. Homan is going in there. They can spin it any way they want. And they will. But I break with them here. I break with them. They can spin this any way to Wednesday. They sent Homan up to negotiate what appears to me to be a surrender. The media has jumped on them. They can't fight back. They don't want to fight back. He had all these Republicans over the weekend whining to him. Oh my God. You got to stop this. And so that's the advice he gets. The only one that stood up for him was Stephen Miller. And Noam, who called the guy a domestic terrorist, which is what he is. I'm now the biggest fan of Christie Noam because she told the truth. The guy is a domestic terrorist. So did Stephen Miller. He's a domestic terrorist with a gun at a rally, waving it to federal agents would not disarm and got shot. He caused his own death. Who the hell does that? Oh, well, he had a carry permit. Okay. I do too. So what? Can't carry it in Washington, D.C. Can't carry to a protest. Well, he had a concealed carry permit. Really? Well, then why didn't he conceal the weapon? The purpose of a concealed carry permit is to conceal the carry. Otherwise, why do you need it? Just wear it on your holster. Get a breast holster. Wear it around your chest. Wear two of them, double barrel action. Like the old guys in the West. You get a concealed carry permit to conceal your weapon. So if you've got a concealed carry permit to conceal it, somebody tell me why you're not concealing it. Homan's going there to negotiate a surrender. An armistice, if you will. Mobs win. They're already rioting in Chicago. We're not even there and they're rioting. This is their playbook. Go riot. Next thing, loot. That's next. It is rare. It is rare for me to get this way. But seeing what I saw yesterday and these clips from Gingrich, like, shut up, you're 90 years old. Your time has passed. You got your wife, Callista, another ambassadorship. Go away. Go away. We need young, vibrant MAGA leaders in this country. If you look at the rhetoric of the Democrats, it's incredible. MAGA's finished. We're going to one of them says, we're going to de-magify the country. When we win the midterms, we're going to de-magify them. The hell's that mean? You think if they get in charge, you're all not going to jail? You think if they get in charge, they're going to have a Pam Bondi who yesterday, rather than arresting people, is making some speech to the Israeli-American seminar or something? Get your ass to Minneapolis. Yeah, but we can send our armadas going to Iran. Hey, we're tough guys. But we're not tough in Minneapolis. If President Trump instituted the Insurrection Act a week ago, like he said he was going to do, this never would have happened. The federal troops would have come in. They would have had checkpoints. The mobs would not have gotten within a football field of any of the federal agents. They could have done their job, and that would have been the end of it, and we would have won. Instead, we're on the brink of capitulating in Minneapolis. On the brink. And they're going to spin it. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. I like to be right. Especially betting football. I like to be right. And hockey. And baseball. I was certainly right in the playoffs. I lost 2 games out of all of them. 2. So I like to be right. I like to go and cash my ticket at the window. I don't like tearing it up and throw it in the garbage. Not good. I lost 2 games. Out of what? 12? So I had a good run. I want to be wrong here. I want Homan to go up there and kick ass. He's not going to do it. They sent him there to negotiate a surrender. Oh, I had a nice conversation with Walz. The guy has stolen billions of dollars. Walz is like, the dignity. We need the dignity of people that came here for a better life. Really? They came here for a better life. 87% of them are on welfare. And they stole, $20 billion of our money. Well, sure, that is a good life, isn't it there, Tommy? Or Timmy, or whatever your freaking name is, you moron. I mean, if you didn't get fired up about this, I don't know what the hell you're going to get fired up over. Like, what are we doing? These mobs is throwing things at them, spit at them. Where's this end? It'll never end until they defund ICE. And you know why they want to defund ICE? So they keep their army intact. See, their army stays. Ours goes. They stay. Their fraudulent votes stay. There's not going to be no the SAFE Act? That's never going to pass. That'll never pass. You get Republicans voting it down like Murkowski and Collins. Oh, no, we can't vote that down. We don't want to make illegals upset that came here and stole our money. They need to vote too. They'll never pass the filibuster. They'll never get rid of that. The hell are they doing? Every single one of them caved. Comer on Sunday. Trump says, oh, he was so great. No, he wasn't. Comer goes on, well, we got to ratchet this down. No, we don't. We got to ratchet it up, dude. Comer, what have you done since you've been there except go on Fox News? Goes on it again. President Trump's like, oh, he did a great job. Yeah. He caved. Emmer's not caving. You know who's not caving? You know who my new hero is in Congress? Minnesota Majority Whip Tom Emmer. Comes on my show. He's not caving. Derek Van Orden's not caving. John McGuire's not caving. They're not backing down an inch. Everybody else, scary. If we just do what they say, they'll vote for us. If we just can all get along, maybe they'll vote for us in November. Because we can show that we're the bigger people here. And then maybe we'll get the communists to vote for us. You are going to get your ass kicked. Because our people ain't going to show. And there's not a damn thing that somebody like me can do about it when they see this going on. Mob rule wins. Unbelievable. If you don't stand up now and win this battle, you'll never win a battle. What are you going to win the next one? Well, we'll win the next one. No, you won't. You lose that too. Once you cave, they'll double down. You see a mob in Minnesota, you try to go to Chicago, times that by 10. Because you lose that too.